Well, welcome back to the Exec video blog. I'm Brett Twitty. I'm the Director of Admissions for the Executive Formats of the Darden MBA. And today I'd like to talk a little bit about what it means to be an early applicant or just the general timing of our application deadlines in the executive formats. So I find as I talk to applicants about application deadlines and when to apply, there's a lot of familiarity with how the residential process works and less familiarity with the executive format process. So we have a series of deadlines over the 2016-2017 cycle, and the important thing to remember about all these deadlines is that they are all focused on the class that starts this August 2017, or our class of 2019. So, first deadline for us in the executive formats is October 10, and then after that it's a series of deadlines: November 28th, January 10, February 10, March 10, April 10, May 10, June 10, and then our last deadline of June 26. So oftentimes people want to know, well, what's an early applicant? So the executive formats is a different thing than the residential formats. Residential early is round one. In the executive formats, early can be any time up to including March or April. Now, as you go later into the cycle, and this probably makes some sense, our class starts to fill up, we have less scholarship money available, and oftentimes less flexibility in terms of what we can offer to a student. So if things like locational choice or format are really important to you, or you really want to make sure you're in a position to be competitive for a scholarship, then I would encourage you to apply in one of those early rounds. So anytime between October and say March or April. Now, of course, if you are watching this video and you're thinking, gosh, well, I won't be able to apply until May or June because of a conversation I need to have or because of what's going on in my personal or professional life at this time, then that's okay too. I understand that there are plenty of great people that apply every year in those rounds, and there are people in our class right now, in the class of 2018, who applied in our July round last year. And so every year's unique. And oftentimes, applicants, it's this balance between being able to put together a really competitive application, putting your best foot forward, and targeting a deadline that maximizes your opportunities here at Darden. Of course, if you have questions about timing, you want to talk more about how the application process works, I encourage you to schedule a conversation. We have a forum online where you can do that. And of course, if you just have a question or two you want to ask, you can do that by emailing the Exec MBA inbox at execmba@darden.virginia.edu. Until next time, we'll see you on the blog.